Hi everyone, Ula here. In today's video, I want to talk to you about whether anxiously attached people are better off single. And I want to really explore this from every scenario because this is a really great question. And it really makes you think what really is the best situation for an anxiously attached person to be able to show up in the way that they want to be able to pursue their goals and dreams, and to really be able to live the life that they want without all of the stresses that come with anxious attachment. So of course there's two sides to the coin here, being in a relationship versus being single, but with being in a relationship that really depends as well on who you're in a relationship with. Because if you are in a relationship with someone who has a secure attachment, that securely attached person will be really good at helping the anxious person soothe whatever triggers or insecurities are coming up in their relationship. And a secure person can really be a good fit can really help well with the skills that they bring to the relationship to make sure that an anxious person, that all their insecurities aren't really getting out of control, or if they do have a moment where they feel triggered by a certain scenario, that secure person can really help bring them back down, center them, and neutralize all of those insecurities. On the other hand, if you're in a relationship with someone who's avoidant, and most of the time anxious people end up with avoidance. If you are in that relationship dynamic, both the anxious person and the avoidant person are continually bringing out the worst in each other, triggering each other. All of the anxious behaviors make the avoidant feel distress, and all of the avoidant behaviors make the anxious person feel abandoned and feel rejected. So these kinds of relationships put a lot of stress on both partners. So in this scenario, if the relationship is with someone who is avoidant or someone who has their own insecurities, this can definitely put a lot of stress on the anxious person. On the other hand, if we think about an anxious person who's single, they have a lot of space to make their own decisions, to give themselves the time to think about what it is they want in their life, to prioritize their work, their passions, maybe education, to spend time building friendships, working on hobbies, and also time to work on their self-care. All these things tend to get put last when an anxiously attached person is spending too much time preoccupied with the behavior of a partner who is also insecure, or a partner who is really triggering them. So in that way, yes, an anxiously attached person who's single will be better off. But that's really assuming that this person is single, they're not dating, not even casually dating. Because if that single person was then to start casually dating, your attachment system doesn't know what casually dating means. All it knows is that you are out and about, there's people, and it's trying to form a connection, trying to form an attachment bond with whoever they can find. Because if you don't already have an attachment bond in place, it will be seeking to form one. So you can easily get attached to someone that you're having a casual relationship, casual dating, friends with benefits. And that will really put them back into square one, because all these triggers, all the insecurities, the abandonment feelings, all the neediness, clinginess comes back up. So in order for an anxiously attached person to really get the most benefit out of being single, they need to use that time to do the self-work to make sure that all the insecurities, all the things that they have experienced in past relationships that caused the relationship to break down, that they really work on those things, because that is your time to really make the most of it. When you're in a relationship and you're in the middle of all this fighting, all these problems, that's a really challenging time to start working on yourself, because the triggers are in your face every day. When you are single, you have the time and space and also more energy and capacity to deal with all of these things, to go through the healing, to go through the sadness and all the things you need to explore. So by using that time and being single, to work on all the inner healing, all the self-work, you are giving yourself the best opportunity to know that when you are ready, when you do want to get back into a relationship, and let's face it, you will, you're not going to want to be single forever. When you eventually get back into a relationship, you can come with a different version of yourself, with a version of yourself that's confident, that knows their value, that doesn't need to put their partner on a pedestal, that doesn't need to people please all the time to feel like they're valuable and like they're needed or liked. So you can build your relationship on a foundation of strength, on a foundation of confidence, on a foundation of actually knowing that you like someone before falling head over heels and becoming attached to them. And that gives you such a great place to build your future bonds on. So I want to summarize, are anxiously attached better off single? I would say yes, but you really need to put in the work. If you're single and you're still experiencing triggers, or you've just not really bothered to explore yourself and what's going on inside of you at all, then you really need to make some space for that, because by the time that you do start dating, you're really going to regret not having taken that opportunity. And if you're ready to take that journey, you really want to start exploring what's happening within and be ready for those future relationships so you can come from a place of security, let me know. I do have calls available with me to help you understand what it is that's holding you back. I do have a program to help people with this as well, and my clients are having amazing results, and I would love to share those with you. Otherwise, if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments below and I'm happy to answer those for you as well. I hope you found this video really interesting and helpful, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.